I was never very forward with girls. Indeed, even my mother said that I was a bit backward in this regard. I never liked the connotations of this term. You'll never get very far in life being like that, she said. Carol had beautiful big grey eyes and a dark fringe. I took her for a wimpy in the town centre, away from the safety and the prying eyes of our patch. We got the Silverstream bus into town. We went for a walk around the city hall and then went for a couple of wimpy burgers and cokes to take out. 2 lads walked towards us that night as we strolled along Royal Avenue in the city centre eating our hamburgers. Carol and I were getting on well. I could talk to her. I was laughing. Perhaps my laughter attracted their attention. I was very happy. I couldn't help it. I remember nothing about them physically. They were just a couple of strangers, a few years older than me. I paid them very little attention, to be honest. They stopped us quite suddenly, and one said that he recognized me. "Hey, boy," he said, "you're from Silverstream, aren't you?" I had no idea who they were. I must have looked puzzled, just some 16-year-old with a girl with large grey surprised eyes. There was no real pause for me to answer, because just out of nowhere, one punched me in the face. A right hook from the side. I never saw it coming, and my cheeseburger fell from my hand and rolled across the wet pavement. I stumbled slightly backwards and was kicked in the head by the other one, but just the once. He had a metal tip in his shoe, so it left a dent on my forehead. They told me to take that back to Silverstream with me. They were obviously Catholics from Ligoniel. They'd probably spotted me from the top of a bus sometime in the past. I wasn't from Silverstream itself, but some of my friends from the turn of the road were, so I suppose that it was close enough for them. They just walked off, laughing at me. I stood there in the drizzle, looking at Carol, in an intense state of embarrassment. I didn't say anything. My cheeseburger had rolled onto the road, and Carol went over and picked it up and tried to rub some of the oily dirt off it. "If you're still hungry, it's not that bad," she said. "The dirt's only on the one side." To save the embarrassment of talking about what had just happened, I turned the cheeseburger around and bit into the clean side. It was hard to chew because the inside of my mouth was starting to throb. I wanted to act nonchalant, as if to say that this sort of thing happens all the time, if you're part of the turn-of-the-road gang. I was hoping that she hadn't seen the dent, which I could feel swelling on my forehead. We walked to the bus stop in silence. I think that she had lost her appetite as well. I knew I would have to lie to my friends about what had happened. The fact that I had got a digging would have been obvious to anyone. The fact that I hadn't got a punch in was what needed to be concealed. I would have been the butt of all their jokes. When I next saw them and they pointed out the dent on my head, I told them that I had thrown a punch, but that I wasn't sure if it connected, to make it less of a lie. This was an attempt at face-saving. They asked me how I'd managed to throw a punch if I was on the way down from this sudden right hook. I said that I'd rather not go into it.